Hello, darling. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Xabe, the Gemini Witch. It is such a pleasure to have you guys here with me today. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are returning viewers, welcome back. This is going to be a general reading for any sign, anyone who resonates with this. So let's jump into your reading and see what we have today. We have triumphant success, deception and envy, and third eye chakra, and again, triumph. So despite whatever deception and envy is going on in your life, or people around you who are being deceptive and envious of you, you see it. Your third eye chakra is wide open. You can tell who's being fake, who's real, who has genuine intentions for you, who doesn't, right? So you're picking up on all of this, and they're envying you because you are triumphing and you are having a lot of success right now in your life. So, I mean, what can you do, right? They're haters, so I don't know. What a way to start a reading, right? So tell me more about this. Spirit is telling you to walk away from these people, these situations, anything that you get bad vibes from. Spirit is telling you to walk away from this. And, you know, part of this deception and envy is happening because you are walking away, even though it hurts you, right? Because you're probably thinking, I would never be this way with others, right? You like to celebrate other people's success. And because of this energy that you're feeling, you're walking away from this just nonsense that you're feeling, right? The moon. Yeah, I think people are trying to not show this part of themselves, but you know what? I mean, those who really care about you are going to celebrate your success, right? You don't need these types of people in your life to where maybe you don't brag, or, you know, or maybe you are sharing certain things with the world, or with those who you thought cared, but they're experiencing some sort of jealousy. And maybe it's because they themselves aren't putting in the work to mind their business and do what it is that they need to do in their own lives. So, but there's something here that's hidden. I feel like they're trying to hide this deception and envy. They're really trying their hardest to not show that they're not happy for you, right? They're probably being really fake. Oh, I mean, we don't need those types of people in our lives anyways, okay? So tell me more. Spirit is saying to trust your intuition, because the moon card is a lot. It also speaks about intuition. The Two of Wands. You have a choice to make. And I feel like the choice that you're making is to, you're letting go of just feeling defeated, surrendering, you know, like feeling like you're constantly having to surrender to other people's, I guess, will, right? Or having to self-sacrifice, or even self-sabotaging. So you're choosing to walk away from that type of behavior, and you're moving forward towards a more peaceful life. You're moving on, right? You're ending these conflicts. And I feel like you might not even be saying anything. You're just making this conscious choice to just move forward. Right, because you're tired of experiencing these very painful situations with people that have backstabbed you, betrayed you. You know, you feel like you have a lot of enemies around you, and these people quite possibly have been bad-mouthing you, right? They're full of bitterness, and they've treated you like a doormat, right? And quite possibly have even made you feel like some sort of a failure, right? But you have had some sort of a collapse or some sort of breakdown, and these people have exhausted you right? And you've experienced just like this inability to cope with these types of energies, and that's totally normal, right? So you're severing ties here, okay? You're saying goodbye, and you're putting this nail in the coffin, and you're like, I am done feeling defeated. I am done dealing with these types of energies. I'm going to move forward towards my success, right? Because at the end of the day, this is your life, and your third eye chakra is getting a lot stronger because of this. You're starting to trust yourself, and you're allowing your intuition and your third eye to kind of navigate you towards this triumph, right? Spirit, what else does my viewer need to know? The Three of Wands. So you might be traveling, or maybe even moving abroad, right? This could be you moving to some sort of a foreign land. But even if, if that doesn't apply to you, this is forward planning, moving forward, right? And having that self-confidence and having that self-belief. You're going towards what makes you feel free, what makes you feel successful and happy with yourself. And your hard work is paying off, okay? You're out here just experiencing life. So there's a lot of moving forward, and Spirit saying don't feel bad for leaving these energies behind, because at the end of the day, I don't really feel like they had your best interest at heart here, okay? So, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. What is this? And worry. So Spirit wants you to become like clear on what it is that you want to accomplish in your life here. Relationships. Indecision, worry, and relationships. This could have been you feeling indecisive as to should I stay, should I go, maybe even worried, right, about like the outcome of what these relations, how maybe they meant a lot to you, okay? And you're probably worried about what this outcome is going to look like if you decide to walk away, or the moment that you say, I can't do this anymore, I have to move forward, okay? This is definitely talking about relationships here. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. And worry, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So it doesn't matter how you would have tried to appease these people, or how you would have tried to sever these ties, or how you would have tried to maybe walk away amicably. Spirit is saying that you need to stop worrying, because the outcome wasn't going to change here. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So you trusted your intuition, and you're saying, I have to sever these ties, cut these cords, maybe with an old job, or, whatever this may be, however this may be resonating with you. And Spirit is saying you did the right thing, you made the right choice here, because at the end of the day, no matter what relationships you're in, whether it's family or, a partnership, romantic, or even in work, it's very important that you're dealing with healthy individuals, right? I mean, obviously, there's going to be one or two people at the workplace, right? Because there's always, out of maybe 10 people, there's always going to be one person that's just like blah, right? But this is about you choosing to put yourself in situations where you know that it's going to be healthy for you and good for your mental health. Because at the end of the day, if you're okay, your finances are going to increase, okay? So once you put yourself in situations where you feel at peace and at ease, you're going to see how these doors are going to start opening for you, right? Because it's a frequency. You have to, let go of these lower vibrational energies in order for you to be able to open these new doors to your to opportunities and success, okay? And for your abundance. What else does my viewer need to know? The Akashic Records. Clearing old stories and releasing past lives. Freedom. So this is definitely an energy and a reading of you saying, no more, I'm done, that is it. You have basically cleared your name from past lives, whatever karma you may have acquired in the past or past lives, or, you know, we're talking this life and the life before, and, you know, many other lives. Spirit is saying that in this life you are choosing to do better, right? And you're not repeating patterns anymore, okay? You're clearing these old stories and you're releasing these past lives, and you're experiencing freedom, and you're going to continue to experience more freedom. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. What about this communication, Spirit? What about this communication? You're very close to achieving your goal. So, you know, in order to achieve this goal, you may need to communicate a little bit more, express yourself, right? Use your throat chakra, right? This is telling me that, you know, you may want to get out of being shy or being in this hermit mode, right? And communicate what you need, right? And communication is key. You know what that's telling me? That's telling me, tell the universe, pray. Tell God, this is what I want, right? No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. No more complaining. So be careful with how you're expressing yourself and what it is that you're saying, okay? What you're saying out loud. Excuse me. That's my son-in-law. He's watching soccer, so they just made a goal. All right. We have here co-create and a higher power. Yeah. The message is go to God, go to the universe, co-create with spirit, go to your ancestors, tell them what you want, communicate clearly. You're very close to achieving your goal. So constant praying, constant talking to spirit. What is it that you want, right? And it will deliver these things to you, right? And start speaking in faith, like this is already happened for me. It's just a matter of time for it to arrive and for it to align in this timeline, okay? It already exists. If it's already in your head, it has already existed in a parallel universe. So this is what I have for you. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at Xabethegeminiwitchtarot at gmail.com. I will leave all of my information in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.